My iPhone has my vision board on it. I ain't got no picture of no dog or my wife on my phone. My wife is at my house. Because I put stuff that I dream about on my iPhone. My vision is on. So every time my phone rings, I look at it. I think of my visions and dreams. Every time I pick up that phone, I should pick up that phone to make one of them dreams come true. When I open up my laptop, the same thing on the laptop. So every time I'm texting or email, I'm trying to make a dream come true. I don't have time for nonsense. You know, like like what they say about me in the blogs. It don't matter what they say. They don't know me. They don't even know me. They never met me. They say negative stuff about me. It don't mean nothing. Look at me. What I care what they say. God keeps blessing me. It don't matter what you say. You got to know who you are and whose you are. That's all you need to know. I know who I am and I know who I belong to. And that God of mine ain't gonna let nothing happen to me that I can't handle.
I want to talk to you today about you have a defender. We all have people that come against us, make negative comments, trying to discredit us or belittle us. Human nature is to get in there and try to straighten them out, prove to them how they're wrong. We think we have to defend ourselves. After all, that's our reputation. But the problem with this approach is as soon as you get one person straightened out, 3 more will pop up. There will always be somebody that's against you, somebody that's trying to make you look bad. If you're constantly trying to defend yourself, you'll get distracted fighting battles that you were never supposed to fight. It's easy to get baited into conflict, thinking, did you see what they said about me on social media? I'm going to show them who they're messing with. Do you know how much energy it takes to try to pay somebody back or to try to prove to them that you really are a nice person? You are spending emotional energy that you need for your dreams, for your goals. Here's the key. You don't have to defend yourself. God said He will defend you. He will protect your reputation. Quit worrying about the chatter, the negative comments. Those are all distractions. That's the enemy trying to bait you off course so you'll waste your time and energy involved in battles that don't matter. Well, Joel, I'm upset because I'm a good person. What they're saying about me is not true. Doesn't matter how good you are, how loving, kind, upstanding, somebody's not going to like you. Somebody's going to try to discredit you. We spend too much time trying to defend ourselves, trying to prove to people who we are, worried about what they think. Why don't you put your reputation in God's hands? I can assure you, God can vindicate you better than you can vindicate yourself. You don't have to retaliate. You don't have to try to pay people back, convince them to change their mind. The truth is, some people are never going to be for you. No matter what you do, they're not going to like you. They're intent on misunderstanding you. They don't want to see your point of view. They don't want to give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, don't go the next 5 years frustrated because they're negative towards you, engaged in a battle that you're not supposed to be engaged in. It's time to leave that case in the hands of God. Quit worrying about what they think. Quit reading what they say about you on social media. Quit getting all riled up thinking about how you can retaliate, how you can pay them back. Well, as long as you're defending yourself, then the true defender, the Most High God, will step back. He'll let you do it your way. But when we make this decision, God, I'm turning this over to you. I'm not going to spend my life worried about what somebody's saying, wasting my energy trying to change their mind, upset because they don't like me. God, I know you're my defender. I know you're fighting my battles. That's when the creator of the universe will go to work. When people try to push you down, God will lift you up. When they try to make you look bad, He'll turn it around and cause you to look good. He'll cause you to shine. Quit living frustrated, trying to win somebody over that's never going to be for you. Your goal shouldn't be to try to change somebody's mind, convince them to like you. Take this in the right sense. Some people are sent to dislike you. Everybody's not supposed to be for you. You may be trying to win somebody over that's never going to be won over. Let God be your defender. See, sometimes we think, oh, Joel, if I could just get this person to stop talking about me, then I could be happy again. Then I could enjoy my life again. I don't mean to be negative, but somebody's always going to be talking about you. Somebody's always going to be jealous, trying to discredit you. The good news is that's not your battle. You don't have to defend yourself. You have a defender. How much freer could you live if you would start leaving those cases in the hands of God? Not fighting battles that you're not supposed to fight. Not worried about your reputation all the time. Instead, trusting God to protect your reputation. Some people, no matter what you do, are not going to be for you. You have to accept the fact that not everyone is going to accept you. Not everyone is going to like you or understand you. If you're going to reach your highest potential, you have to be comfortable being controversial. If you want everybody to like you, you'll get stuck. How much time are you spending worried about what they're saying? Upset because what they wrote about you on social media. Trying to pay that friend back for making you look bad. You don't have time for all that pettiness. It's a distraction. It's not between you and your destiny. Let it go in one ear and out the other, and use that energy to move toward your God-given dreams. You don't have enough energy to answer your critics and fulfill your purpose at the same time. Whatever you're spending trying to pay people back, trying to prove to them you really are a nice person, that's emotional energy you're not going to have for the fullness of your destiny. Most of the people that come against us are simply distractions. The negative comments, the disrespect, the insult, those are bait trying to lure us off course. The good fight of faith is not to try to straighten them out. The real fight is to keep your focus, not get distracted and entangled in things that don't matter. You have to ask yourself, if I engage in this conflict, if I prove my point, if I win them over, am I going to be any further toward my destiny? Or have I just fed my ego? Stay on the high road. Your time is too valuable, your destiny too important, your assignment too great to get involved in battles that don't matter. Don't worry, you have a defender. Be still and know that He is God. Let Him fight those battles. God will take care of your critics. Anytime you start answering your critics, you have to go down. When you start defending yourself, trying to prove to people who you are, you're leaving the high place and going down to their level. I'm asking you to let God be your defender. Put your reputation in His hands. God has already lined up the right people who will be for you, the right people who will celebrate you and help push you into your purpose. Here's the whole key. Don't waste your time trying to convince the wrong people. Just run your race, keep honoring God, being your best. If you'll do this, I believe and declare God is about to settle your cases. Right now, He's preparing that table in the presence of your enemies. He's going to vindicate you, promote you, and take you into the fullness of your destiny.
That the most difficult thing for a man to do is to be himself in a world that's constantly trying to change him. Is you've got to ignore everyone. Easier said than done, and something that I struggle with as well. But my invitation to you through this video is that if you'd like to live from your core, if you'd like to experience and produce raw, authentic, genuine art, and that which the Spirit is doing through you, if you want to be true to yourself without being sullied by the opinions, either good or bad, negative or positive, because they're both forms of slavery, then you've got to ignore everyone. You've got to close your door. You've got to shut off your phone. You've got to shut off your computer. You've got to sit down. You've got to be with yourself.
Your life is the exact reflection of the choices you have made. Love your life? Great, you've made awesome choices. Hate your life? I'm sorry, you've made bad choices. But the good news is, you're in control.
Many people die at age 21 and don't get buried until they're 65. They're walking dead.
Well, what better subject to study than ourselves? What better subject to interrogate, investigate daily? What's the one character that we should never get bored with chasing and figure out? What's the one? It's also the one character that we can't get away from ourselves. It's the one person that we can't get rid of.
I think that if you change some of these core beliefs, there's a ripple effect, meaning that if you believe that you are solely responsible for your life, that you are not a victim, that you are creating your reality, then that changes all these sub-beliefs. Making the money that you want to make, or that your relationship is, you feel like there's turmoil there, you have some health challenges or whatever. If I take responsibility, it changes all these like singular beliefs about who's at fault. Right? I feel like a lot of people give away their power to their family, to their friends, based on their expectations, or their opinions of you, how you're going to look, and what failure is interpreted, and it slows us down.
It's what tears us apart and challenges us, that teaches us the noble virtues of the great women and men of the world. The ego says, let me get out of this difficult season as quickly as possible so I can, eat in nice restaurants and hang out with the cool people and do fun things. But a bad day for the ego is a great day for the hero inside.
Price of living the truth. It's got to be more than this.
Better have a valued goal, because otherwise you can't get any positive motivation working out. And so the more valuable the goal, in principle, the more the micro processes associated with that goal start to take on a positive charge. And so what that means is, well, you get up in the morning and you're excited about the day, you're ready to go.
Habits and how you stick with them, even when you're bored, even when it's not interesting anymore, long after it's stopped being fun. The very secret to habits is caring about the thing that habit is meant to lead to. But for real, really what do you care about?
Even if I experience defeat or failure, that does not make me a failure. But don't confuse who you are with the results that you produce.
The best feeling, which is to feel good about yourself when you're by yourself, is to do the hard things, and the things that bring fulfillment are often born of momentary suffering, but they allow you to get stronger in order to serve other people.
Soul set is saying, I'm going to do that deep interior work. So when I go out in the world, I'm living for a mission, a mighty mission that is larger than myself. Soul set is about turning down the chattering voice of the ego so you're an instrument of service for many. Soul set is about developing a rich, robust, undefeatable character. So that when you go out in the world, you take the stones your critics throw at you and you build them into monuments of math.
That there's a responsibility to freedom, and that there is freedom in responsibility. And that earn your way there. We remember the stuff we earn, the stuff we experience, more than what the teacher tells us. us for what someone gives us for free. Those stick with us. Whether we forget them intellectually, they were written in our lineage. And they build resilience, and they build a healthy, true optimism going forward to know that, oh no, I've worked for something before and achieved it. Delayed gratification. Oh, there are choices I can make today for myself that will pay me back later in life.
If you configure your life so that what you are genuinely doing is aiming at the highest possible good, then the things that you need to survive and to thrive on a day-to-day basis will deliver themselves to you.
Sometimes it's not even about what choice we make. Just make a choice and commit to it and go and dive in. Because you can look up and days, weeks, months, years can go by and you can go, I've been tiptoeing around here, not committing to anything for so damn long. I'm missing out. If we could just say, we're all just achieving our way to the unachievable, and that's as good as it gets.